Welcome to the animated explanation of SOL, Student Ownership of Learning. In the next few minutes, we will explain what the different colors of the game stand for. In short, the colors of the game are about types of schools. Each color represents a type of school with its own interpretation of ownership of learning within the school. But where do these schools differ? What are the different methods to create an experience of ownership to students? And how do they differ in terms of culture? To answer this question, the SOL Foundation has developed a format, a taxonomy, based on Professor John Macbeth's theory on distributed leadership. According to this taxonomy, we distinguish 6 types of schools. We have given each type a different color. It is important to note that there is no good, better, best sequence in the taxonomy. Each school has its own narrative about what they stand for, how they approach the learning process, their school organization, and their school culture. The first type of school is the red school, the formal school. This is the classic situation. The teacher has ownership and passes it on to students in a very traditional way. The students are seated in rows, one by one, facing the teacher at the front of the classroom. The teacher talks and the students take notes. The students follows the teacher is in charge. In this school, one knows exactly where one stands. Formal rules, regulations, and discipline are important. The school's core values are security and reliability. The yellow school is the pragmatic school. It resembles the red school, but there is a variety in how teachers operate in this school. One could say it is an easygoing school. For example, there are teachers who spontaneously take students outside because the weather is nice. Another teacher has taken up the idea of putting all the subject matter into a project for this period. So, there are teachers who deal with the lessons creatively. It is a school where people work rather ad hoc and there is a warm and cozy atmosphere. It is a school with a good labor division. The culture is informal and solution-oriented. Extracurricular activities play an important role. There are sports, academic and fun clubs. There is an atmosphere of security and few risks are taken. Personal relationships are important. People know each other quite well. It is a warm school. The pink school is a strategic school, a school with a plan, with a fixed point at the horizon. The plan will be executed, the progress monitored. In addition, quality is systematically evaluated. This school prefers to work in well-organized teams with a clear set of guidelines. One does not want to be too dependent on few enthusiastic teachers. Students know exactly where they stand. It is a well-oiled modern school. Everything is running smoothly. There is clarity about homework, learning goals, tests, and traditional standards. Staff members know each other's differences and make efficient use of them. The long-term development of pupils is the core value. The green school is the incremental school. Compared to the pink school, this school generates a different feeling. The green school is also a school with a plan, but more idealistic by nature. This school explicitly wants students to experience ownership and therefore they frequently ask students such as, what do you think? What is your experience? And what would you like to do? Creating ownership is part of the school policy and is an often chosen objective. It is intentional. Here, personal qualities will be developed constantly. Ideas come from both the staff and students. Positive expectation about performance and qualities of pupils are expressed. Students participate in a wide range of after-school activities. Showing confidence in students is an important core value. The blue school is the competent school. It is not only intentional to make students experience ownership. At this school, students seize ownership. The students come up with ideas themselves. For example, we want a sports day next week, or we want to learn this subject matter by turning it into a project where we can go outside the classroom to explore it in real-life situations. At these schools, students have a clear voice in learning, where they are heard and where their input is taken seriously. This is the place where the power of initiative applies. Students and teachers come up with ideas. At all levels of the organization, one is entrepreneurial and ambitious. It is the school policy. Everyone is accountable and acts professionally. Students clearly have a voice on how and what they learn. Everyone can develop themselves, and his or her talents are recognized. The last school is the purple school, the cultural school. Here, ownership has become part of the genetics of the school. Throughout the day, colleagues and students take initiative that goes without saying. Learning happens everywhere and anytime. Where there's no need to talk about roles and tasks, there will be initiatives generated automatically from a strong inner drive. Collaborations arise and disappear where necessary. One is willing to take risks. They are seen as challenges that can be learned from. It is common practice that people rather ask questions than giving answers. Cooperation is key. It is not about roles. It is about the learning activity. It depends on the subject who will take the lead. Who we will work with arises spontaneously. The learning of everyone is core value. Is your school a formal, traditional school where ownership is not really an objective? Or is your school more idealistic in passing ownership? Or maybe is it the intention that everything runs perfectly smooth? While playing Soul board game, you will talk about ownership together with students and staff. You will find out what ownership means within your school and what it looks like in your day-to-day practice. After playing the first round, you will find out where your school stands in the here and now within the taxonomy of ownership. In the second round, you gain understanding into what you'd like for the future. Which color do you want your school to be? Which ambitions can be found amongst your students and colleagues? What is the school of your dream? Which school does make you happy and gives you the urge that you can learn and the learning really matters? After playing the game, the Soul Foundation offers the possibility to process all these revenues from the game into a clear report. In addition, there are follow-up projects to conduct further research and to support development of the school, its direction, educational concept, and educational practice. For these and other Soul services, please check the website
www.studentownership.com.